I can see why Democrats think Trump's a king, because he gets a royal welcome wherever he goes. The president touched down to a dance party in Malaysia. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when Obama went to Malaysia, they didn't play the theme song from Rocky, did they? The music fits because Trump's outboxed China. 47's meeting Xi Jinping in South Korea on Thursday. Round 2 might be at Mar-a-Lago. Trump told the world to choose China or America, and the world's chosen. Japan is laying it on thick. The emperor is planning a grand dinner to honor the president, and he's inviting Japan's top tycoons. The new Japanese prime minister is even planning on buying a fleet of Ford F-150 trucks. You never saw the Ford F-150 in Tokyo until we won the trade war. She's no Shinzo Abe, but Trump says she has good taste, and that's a hot truck. Cambodia one-upped the Japanese. America dropped 214 tons of bombs on them during the Vietnam War. And now, guess what they want to give our president?
I have nominated President Donald J. Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize. And he, like I say, peace saved life.
Trump didn't show up empty-handed either. He brought a Sharpie. Now the United States is swimming in minerals.
Two countries are getting along really well. Today, alongside this peace treaty, we also are signing a major trade deal with Cambodia and a very important critical minerals agreement with Thailand.
Trump signed trade and mineral deals with Cambodia, Thailand, Malaysia, and Vietnam. Last week, Australia. Southeast Asia chose America, and China never saw it coming. She's been hoarding rare earths, but when Trump threatened to hit him with 100% tariffs on Halloween, they backed down. It looks like China is going to start buying our soybeans, sending over minerals, signing over TikTok, and we're just dropping their tariff rate to 40%. At the same time, we're doing one-on-one side deals with all their Asian neighbors. Everything's falling into place. The Europeans, the Arabs, and the East Asian nations are all on our side. China gets to save face, do a deal, and our stock market keeps hitting all-time highs. Inflation's beaten expectations, and we're winning the AI arms race. The panicans aren't panicking anymore. They're actually dressing up as Trump's reciprocal tariffs for Halloween. The left said Trump would destroy our alliances, but the entire world is rallying around him, especially after the Arab AI deal and the peace in the Middle East. Trump had to stop there to refuel, and the Emir of Qatar popped in.
As soon as I found out that he's coming to refuel, I said, I'm not going to allow him to take off unless I come and say hello to him.
Well, the Emir is one of the great rulers of the world, not just the Middle East. And the Prime Minister has been my friend and a friend to the world. And we've done a lot together in the last, especially in the last year. What we've done is incredible. Peace to the Middle East.
We've got the Europeans to pony up on their NATO dues, and everyone's calling Trump daddy.
President Trump is gearing up for his grand finale tonight, wrapping up a blockbuster 5-day Asia tour that's pumped billions in new investments into America, with a high-stakes showdown with China's President Xi. Before that crucial one-on-one, Trump has been making it rain trade deals, finalizing a $350 billion agreement with South Korea. And get this, South Korea's president showed his gratitude to Trump with a full-on shrine dedicated to him. We're talking Trump sneakers, Trump perfume, even Melania's book, and even a T-shirt with his mugshot front and center. And that's not all. He also gifted President Trump a golden crown and medal. Watch.
It is really beautiful. I'd like to wear it right now.
Those No Kings protesters will surely melt down over the sight of Trump's golden crown and the loss of their favorite freak-out topic.
President Donald Trump is on his tour of Asia and he's putting on a show every step of the way. Here he is dancing with the US Navy in Japan. Isn't it great seeing Donald Trump? He just loves getting out those dance moves. You'd almost be disappointed if he's visiting your area and then he doesn't bring them out. But he met with Japan's newly elected Prime Minister, and she couldn't contain her excitement being around Donald Trump. Here she is appearing to jump for joy.
I have to say this, the first female Prime Minister in the history of Japan. Madam Prime Minister, please say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you all.
The leaders signed documents declaring a golden age of the US-Japan alliance, including affirming a trade deal, lowering tariffs on Japanese goods to 15%, and pledging cooperation on rare earth and critical minerals. Now, Japan's Prime Minister informed Donald Trump that she will be nominating him for next year's Nobel Peace Prize, joining a growing list of world leaders. And now Donald Trump has, of course, vowed to be America first. He's been criticised for what he's been doing with tariffs. But he's also really kind of strengthening ties with allies around the world. And you can see other leaders falling right into line and looking at right-leaning leaders like Japan's newly elected Prime Minister, Argentina's president. Are they learning from Donald Trump?
Oh, no question about it, right? I mean, look, he loves the fact whenever leaders say we're nominating you for the Nobel Peace Prize, obviously. And he deserves it. Look what he's doing. Look, he's pivoted. This pivot to Asia is so interesting and so smart, right? Like, yes, we of course had the Ukraine issue, the Gaza-Israel issue, but what we need to do is contain China. And he's working around China's periphery, right? Creating and strengthening the allies. And Japan's a perfect example of that. They cut a minerals deal, which of course is, under the radar, low key. He's been doing this all over the world, making sure that, again, he blunts China's ability to chokehold the world on these rare earth minerals. He was just in Cambodia and Thailand, right? Do you know that they've been at war for 100 years? Gabriela, 100 years, they now have peace.
It's incredible.
He was incredible.
And
Malaysia,
and it gets
Indonesia.
news coverage for a day because he's doing so much right around the world. It's like another peace deal. People on CNN even dismiss them.
A day is overstated. Maybe a few minutes of airtime on CNN, maybe. Yeah, and he's doing this around the world. And you mentioned Milei, my spirit animal. I mean, yes, and look what's happening in Argentina. There's a miracle happening in Argentina right now where they have growth year over year over 6% because he is finally putting into place these capitalist free market infrastructures that South America has not had for decades, right? And what are they going to be a model for the rest of the region, saying, here's what you need to do economically. You will no longer be dependent on the U.S., China, and other places.
2025, we are truly in the golden age, and which is hilarious when you think about 2015, which was really when the Trump era began, and the Dems and Republicans both tried to frame him for a golden shower. So it's so fitting that 10 years later, they're the ones getting peed on. I mean, even foreign countries are getting in on the trolling. South Korea gives him the crown, and it's not because, they're so foolish, they're indulging an egotistical leader. No, they're like the guy that kneels behind the angry, gets on all fours behind the angry never-Trumper, and Trump just pushes him over. That's all they're doing. They're just having fun. And this is what's great about being a Republican today.
If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing to my channel to stay up to date with future videos. Thank you for watching.